Welcome everybody to Saturday Night Hype, as it is the first of our 3-match format. It is an exciting time to be a part of Colonial Impact Wrestling, Prince of Persia versus Majin King. I am the Sentinel.
And I'm JOSHAGEDDON, and I'm concerned about the whole Majin situation. Well, this, I'm sure we all are.
This escalated so quickly, JOSHAGEDDON. So quickly, as Majin Buu beat King and Prince of Persia and Riddick and Shiva and Wario all at the GW Climax. Majin Buu was so good he beat himself as he won the GW Climax, as he cashed it in back at the WrestleBration in a tragic fashion, screwing over Sephiroth. But that wouldn't be the only fuckery that Sephiroth would have in the past 2 weeks, as we saw it happen with Liu Kang last week in the Fallout. But now, and trust me, we're going to hear a lot more about that, but Prince of Persia ready to turn his fortunes around after losing to Mr. Clean at the Fallout, here to take on King, who has made his presence felt, although not the man or the kitty cat that he once was.
Dude, if there's one human being that is in desperate need of therapy, it would be Sephiroth at this point. This poor guy, I feel bad for him.
3 minutes and 56 seconds.
He doesn't deserve that.
No, he really doesn't.
Is King stealing Prince of Persia's old entrance?
Well, the King did come down to this, the one match that we saw before he turned Majin against Majin. So this is relatively coincidental that Majin King has the sword and all of that, and here he is, Kitty King. But folks, he's not as cute as one might hope. At least the
Meowjin King?
Yeah, not anymore.
I'll stop.
Well, it's a lot more growls than meows at this stage, because King, I mean, we saw King, he was the first one on the scene at the Fallout, not seconds into the Fallout, smashing Sephiroth's head through the limousine window, and here comes the sword, and the crowd not dying, which is somewhat of a surprise. But I don't know, I guess Majin Buu, he must be paying the quadruple interest that Abizzle, I think, still has on that sword. I think it's still contracted to him. I'm not sure anymore because Rasad's got control of all the finances.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised. Literally, Majin Buu can use his powers to turn people into anything. He can probably turn people into money.
Yeah, I'm sure he could. You know, it just occurred to me, because Rasad now, the Skyrim Khajiit is in control of the finances. Is he giving King a discount because of their lineage together? Like, is there some sort of feline discount that we are not aware of as just plain old humans? I'm not sure.
Pussy paycheck.
As well, it might be. It pays to be pussy, as but in any case, I'm not even sure that King cares or is aware of his origins at this point, because he has got one mission, and that is to take down the Prince of Persia, a former Siege champion in his own right. As you know that the new Buu crew, in addition to helping Majin Buu protect his gold, are going to be looking for gold of their own going forward.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I hope it's not like a Majin Forgotten Fighters type bullshit.
Yeah, but it better not.
Oh, God.
I mean, Ken Master's still in control of the Exceeds Championship. We have not, I mean, Sagat's off in Maui getting married, so he's going to be gone for a while. As Brandon Ulrich and Johnny Cage, they got hoofed by the Angry Luigis. But speaking of a matchup that has been signed, our main event tonight, Majin Wario going one-on-one against his lifelong partner and adversary, Waluigi, and I am told that Shiva and Luigi will be in the corners of their respective partners here in our big-time main event. You're not going to want to miss it.
I'm afraid.
I am too.
Oh boy.
I mean, the entire New Buu crew, they wanted to make sure that this night was a precedent setter, not just for CIW, but for what they're doing and why they're doing it, and a big back suplex, landing Prince of Persia right on his head.
Who's our referee for this match?
Our referee here tonight on the first episode of Saturday Night Hype is, in fact, Kevin James, senior referee Kevin James. We figured the debut episode in this format deserved the highest order possible.
I just hope he doesn't get clothesline kicked or dove into, but in case he does, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to help him pay his medical bills, You better like, you better share, you better comment, you better subscribe. Don't get infected with the Majin, whatever. Don't become a Majin. You
Please
probably don't need to do that. But yeah, be sure to hashtag save a referee today, ladies and gentlemen.
Today, as they need all of your help now more than ever, especially because the budget is super tight around here. I mean, oh wait, covered by Prince of Persia, and not even a 1 count from King. I mean,
wow.
Just to put into perspective how tight the budget is wound now. Oh, and oh, what a reverse kick!
Whoa, okay, that was cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
Incredible athletic. Wait a second. King could be going for the Tekken Tiger Driver, and he landed all of the Tekken Tiger Driver.
Oh, and that is nasty.
But too close to the ropes.
That was just bad positioning right there by King.
It was.
I feel like he just did that out of
cartwheel
desperation.
moonsault.
Man.
As King has taken distinct advantage of Prince of Persia.
Man. So the fancy footwork of King here in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, we saw a little bit of that when he was ever so briefly non-Majin when he faced Majin Buu, and another sidekick, the educated feet of King.
I would say when he was normal, but I don't know if that's a word that could have ever been applied to King.
No, when he was
30% cat and all.
Yeah, I wonder what the ratios are now if you're counting percentage Majin. And another reverse kick there, and we always comment about Prince of Persia's educated feet, but he's getting beaten at his own game here.
Yeah, it is weird to see someone out kick Prince of Persia.
Yeah, and now, oh god, and a half Boston Crab, and now exploiting the referee Kevin James's count is King. And obviously not afraid to do it. And I was starting to say a while ago, a nice heel kick there. The budget is so tight now that I had to beg Rasad to get Josh again here for commentary. But having a commentary partner is going to be something of a special occasion going forward as a result of all the budget constraints. That's what happens when you restructure and you have to answer to people reluctantly. Yeah. But that is what it is. So thank you, Josh, again for being here on this debut episode of Hype.
Of course.
As the ambassador of external affairs that you are, appreciate your position, your new position here with the company.
Of course, I appreciate it.
And now, look at this, a nice Rana pin, Persia, 1, 2, and only 2. King kicks out.
Ooh, that was close.
That was very close, as Persia might have stolen it right there, but was able to find his bearings. Just barely. What would it say if King lost this match? That would not be a good first impression for the new Bukaru. No, absolutely not. I mean, the NBC, that this whole show tonight was insisted on by Majin Buu to make sure that we, the fans, knew exactly what was up. But you're right, Josh, again, this could backfire terribly for the NBC. Imagine they lose all 3 of their matches tonight.
Honestly, I would love that because
me too.
Sephiroth deserves better, damn it.
Yeah, justice for Sephiroth, man. As Sephiroth, I got a chance to talk to him. He is seething over Liu Kang. As many of you cross-pollinators between myself and TAW Gaming know what's going on between those two there. And a nice trip here, and that's what bothers me the most. That we try to keep as much as we can our business separate. Yeah. So to have Liu Kang come and sabotage Sephiroth like that really just stuck in the craw of, I'm sure, both you and me.
Oh, absolutely.
And King trying to get a count out here.
We collaborate a lot, but we try to keep our wrestler and our locker room businesses.
Yeah.
Oh no,
but this might not be able. Prince of Persia's neck might be separated from the rest of his body. Another Tekken Tiger Driver. 1, 2, 3, and King dominates the Prince of Persia.
That move is so devastating.
Yeah, it really is. And Persia, he gave it his all, but I've never seen Prince of Persia just outmaneuvered quite like this. An impressive victory by Majin King.
Oh, man. Again, it's so weird to see someone out-kick Prince of Persia barely got any kicks in this match.
But can you even give the credit to King? Can you even give credit to the actual person? Does the actual person even know that he was in a match? This whole night is going to be so freaking unsettling, man.
This is very strange.
As your winner is King in Majin form, but that is not the only man we're going to see of that description. Here comes this. KRS-One versus Riddick. Now, KRS-One had a hell of a showing, an impressive showing at the Battalion Brawl in the pre-show drummer's call before the WrestleBration 12, as he ended up losing to, you guessed it, Liu Kang. And as we found out that Liu Kang was now a full-time CIW contracted wrestler. But
you know it's bad when the TAW champion does not let TAW know, yeah, I'm also going to be working at CIW.
Yeah, you'd think that there would have at least been like a text or a tweet.
An email.
Anything, an Instagram direct message, a thread perhaps. But no. But no. Instead, no. KRS-One, who just puts his thoughts into music, as the head professor at the College of Global Hip Hop Awareness, as that is in fact his latest album that he just released. As I don't know if he's the professor of it,
okay.
but he is a hell of a rapper, and clearly at the ripe age of 60 still has a lot of gas left in the tank athletically, as he went from #1 and made it all the way to the end, albeit he got saved a number of times by more entrants coming in.
Yeah, like Captain Saved by the Bell over here.
Yes, you know, he genuinely was rescued a couple of times. But that doesn't mean that the IMAMCRU12 is any less devastating. But he is up against, you know, maybe he's bitten off a little bit more than he could chew. Of course, because KRS-One, when he was offered a shot, said, absolutely, I will take, you know, there's no fear in KRS-One's eyes. That one is clear. But this man, a former 2-time CIW Tag Team Champion, but not in this form.
Riddick has always been dangerous, but now that he's Majin Riddick, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, I'm certain. I mean, all of these people. I mean, that's what's so jarring about this. The 4 people that Majin Buu has under his control are lethal. They are scary lethal without Majin Buu's influence.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like the Forgotten Fighters versus Sagat brought a lot of people who were not doing a whole lot and gave them the opportunity to win championships, and they did. No, these guys are known, well, except for King, known, established, proven talent in CIW, and now they've just been roided up with something that none of us can control, except Majin Buu, who is also our world champion.
Yeah, what a sticky wicket we found ourselves in.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. And it certainly is sticky. The former Big Chocolate turned Super Buu, and a shoulder block. Down goes KRS-One. As Riddick, that devastating Riddick clutch.
We saw at the WrestleBration one of the 85 bajillion finishing moves that was done to Sephiroth.
Yeah, after Sephiroth won that belt, he had all of 40 seconds to celebrate that he won that championship, and then the entire world came crashing at his doorstep. Again.
Literally. Literally.
And it's just, I feel for Sephiroth.
I was so hoping and looking forward to the prospect of someone actually holding both the TAW and CIW world titles simultaneously.
I know.
That would have been absolutely incredible.
I know, but and
then Boo shat all over it.
Yeah, well, he shat over all of us. You know, it wasn't just Sephiroth. It was you, Joshageddon. It was me. Mm-hmm. It was, and I'm not even that upset that he shit on Jack 7, but it was everybody. Everybody got played by Majin Buu's actions, and this is the repercussions. Oh my God!
Whoa!
What a toss!
What a belly to belly!
That was an impressive toss, using all of the momentum of KRS charging at him to his advantage.
Oh man! And now he just got his neck at a very unnatural angle, and again, torque. All tied up in the ropes.
Yeah, look at the torque! Just throws, and again, exploiting referee Kevin James's count. Here in this,
that's exactly what King did in the previous match.
Well, and I'm not surprised that they're all, you know, unified in their mission here, as I don't even know if they care who's in front of them. You know, they're gonna treat them all the same. It's just, when they say it couldn't happen to a nicer person than Sephiroth, but it really is the truth. But the implications of what this is going to mean for the rest of CIW as these people end up on some level of warpath, in addition to Majin Buu holding the championship, which I don't know if there's going to be anybody who's going to be able to wrench that belt away from him with the kind of powerhouses he's surrounded himself with.
Yeah.
He's got the keys to a Rolls Royce.
Especially considering how much he's slimmed down as well.
Well, and that's what makes me think that all of that was just a game to him. All of the food, all of the Dollar Tree snacks, all of that was just a game to him as he kept feeding and winning matches and just keeping the wool over all of our eyes, pretending to not want to be a part of factions while he slowly sabotaged the one that he was a part of and formed a new one.
Yep.
You know, I don't like to give credit to the mastermind of the plan, but it really is some Palpatine level bullshit that he pulled over all of us. And hey, there's no need.
All right.
There's no need to give Kevin James a kick in the gut, man. And now a rake to the eyes and now come on,
bro, come on, dude.
As Riddick has just been ruthless.
Well, that was so unnecessary.
Yeah, it sure was. And now, wait a second. What's going on here? We've seen this. The elbow and the push-ups. And even under Majin, he can't help but flex.
Yeah, even though he's a Majin, he can't help but be a dick.
I mean, we saw, and this might be perfect. Oh, no! Thumb to the eyes and a low blow.
Dude.
And as Abizzle would say, it's about sending a message, and that is the whole point of what the Majin and the NBC are doing here tonight. The NBC, dare I say it, are universal. And now a choke, choking the life as the delayed laugh at a bad joke registers through our first episode of Saturday Night Hype. We thank you all for coming here tonight.
I'm wondering how long you've been sitting on that one.
All week. And now a punch to the dick.
Has he even gotten a single move in this match?
I think he tried to get a couple of right hands in, but it's been mostly Riddick. And oh no. Yeah. And now just busting KRS-One open. As KRS-One, he's got a lot of skill, but this is a different level here that he's up against.
This is just turning into a legal mugging.
Yeah, it really is. This is getting pretty gross. And oh God. And now why? Why? We don't need to see your muscles, man. We don't need that. Oh, and now an arm drag.
Finally getting a little too overconfident.
There we go. KRS-One now just trying to see. I mean, it can't be easy with blood pouring down your face to see your opponent.
He might have just pissed Riddick off.
Look at these strikes. Just major rights and chops. And
maybe you should have stayed down. Oh yeah, Riddick is pissed.
Yeah, he's just chopped him all the way across the other side of the ring, and a low blow like a Hershey's Kiss on the pillow. And oh no, wait a second, I take that back. This is the Hershey's Kiss on the pillow. It is now the Riddick clutch, and look at the blood pouring out of the face of KRS-One. This is a tough sight to see, JOSHAGEDDON. And KRS has no choice but to tap out. As Riddick just overwhelmed a man who I consider to not be defined by this match athletically, but just overwhelmed by Majin Riddick.
That was complete and total devastation right there.
I mean, it was a dominating effort. I mean, Prince of Persia gets dominated. KRS-One gets dominated. I'm starting to really get concerned for Waluigi here in our main event tonight. But your winner is Riddick of the NBC, the New Boo crew. But what is this going to mean going forward for the rest of CIW as we're all getting put on notice here tonight? But we're not done, as it is Wario with Majin Shiva against Waluigi, one half of the CIW Tag Team Champions, with his tag team partner Luigi. And JOSHAGEDDON, I am nervous.
I am also afraid. I also don't like how Shiva has the M on his chin. It kind of makes it look like a beard.
Well, Shiva has the third eye on his, the top of his head. So he couldn't really put the Majin logo on top of his eye. So I guess it still applies on the name. I think he got a leg tattoo as well on one of his legs. We're gonna have to check that out. So Shiva branding, Shiva's legacy with tattoos is the more tattoos he has, the more powerful he becomes. That is canon from Record of Ragnarok. So adding more tattoos is not good for CIW. He's already a former CIW champion, as is Wario. As
it's also weird seeing Wario without the hat.
Yeah, well, he wanted to make sure everybody knew of his new allegiance, as I didn't know he had such robust hair. You know?
His hair actually looks pretty damn good.
You know, he might have been balding before.
Know he had a good head of hair.
Well, that might have been as a result of Majin Buu's influence. We don't know. But here comes...
we've never seen him without his hat before,
That's
so
right.
We don't know.
He could have been balding, and then Majin Buu gave him like a shit ton of Rogaine. We don't know. And
if you can't afford Rogaine, get possessed by Majin Buu.
But Majin Buu probably gave him some much faster acting stuff than Rogaine, because you know how much Majin Buu hates waiting. But here comes Waluigi. Here comes Waluigi as Luigi is fired up to stand in the corner. Now, Waluigi and Wario, apart from the fact that they are the original CIW Tag Team Champions, Waluigi a 3-time CIW Tag Team Champion, but these two had arguably one of the most brutal feuds in early CIW history from 2014 all the way through to mid-2020. These two were at odds with each other, but it is a much different time, and these two are in a much different place than the last time they faced each other.
Yeah, it makes me think of back when Waluigi was with Satan.
Yeah.
And Wario was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Now the shoe's on the other foot, and Wario is with Majin Buu, and Waluigi's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, and at that time, Wario was on his path to dominance. You know, he was the longest reigning CIW champion at that time, and an elbow right to the skull. As a matter of fact,
already not off to a good start for Waluigi.
No, Wally, and a punch to the dick. As a matter of fact, Wario holds the record for the longest title reign in CIW history with 1,049 days.
Damn. That's impressive.
Yes, and that is what Wario has been capable of. And while Waluigi was a part of Satan's crew, Wario was mowing over everyone.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know,
it's been a while, but I do remember that.
But you know, it's been a very interesting and tumultuous road. But that doesn't mean that Wario is any less lethal. As a matter of fact, if he could get more devastating, he is certainly now. And now conferring with Shiva here as Waluigi standing tall in the middle of the ring, as Waluigi fighting back at least a little bit more than the previous two competitors against Majins.
And honestly, I think that was a very smart move for Waluigi. He usually people would just follow Wario to the outside. Yeah. Waluigi did not fall for that trap.
Yeah, let Wario have his moment. It was a very smart move on Waluigi's part. As folks, the rules are, if you leave the ring and you've got a corner man, the corner man can attack. They just cannot use a weapon while they're on the outside, but they are able to attack you. So if Waluigi went out there, he would have had to deal with both Wario and Shiva, and you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah, sometimes the best course of action is taking no action.
Oh, and Wario tried to run back, but instead Waluigi caught him with a big sidewalk slam.
There we go. While already he's doing better than the previous two matches.
Well, absolutely. And I mean, Wario still is. I mean, his moveset is still the same as far as we know. So Waluigi, I mean, he still knows this man incredibly well. Majin or no, this is going to be, these two have a very personal history, and that's going to play into it, as it always usually does, going to play to the advantage of Waluigi, but being genitally gerrymandered will not.
Big fan of alliteration here at Colonial Impact Wrestling.
As the testicular torture is running rampant.
Stop.
It's Waluigi now.
Sean.
Waluigi now needs a minute, but now, oh God, this is spilled to the outside. And now, he's attacking the arm with the steel ring post, and that's smart on Wario's part to stop the Wah-bomb.
Damn. Just over and over and over. Yeah, trying to break his wrist here.
Yeah, so break his wrist at his forearm. I mean, any opportunity to numb that arm and make him unable to lift Wario, which is already a pretty tall ask.
Yeah.
But Wario, what a German. Oh, no. And Josh, again, you and I both know what the German suplex can be at the hands of Wario. Oh, no. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
We've seen the circle of Germans before. He's a circle German, all right.
Okay. The fuck?
Yeah, he and Shiva back to back with Majin Buu circled.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right. And a great counter there from Waluigi.
Here we go. Survived 3 brutal-looking Germans and landed on his feet. Come on, Waluigi.
That's right.
Get back into this thing.
Well, he's trying to. He is trying to, and a nice arm drag there, and a whip and a wrench, and down goes Wario. Here in your main event of the first ever Saturday night hype.
Luigi on the outside trying to cheer on his tag team partner.
Absolutely, and I got to give credit to both Shiva and Luigi. For the most part, they have stayed out of this, and oh my God!
No!
What a buckle bomb!
Oh,
no,
man.
stopping the neck, the already broken neck of Waluigi. God, this is brutal.
That was intense.
And Wario, this is Wario, and just, oh God, did he that boot right onto his face?
Oh, that,
I think he
I couldn't quite tell from that camera angle, but still, that had to be devastating.
I think he just stomped on his head and a low blow. Message sent. Yeah, we get it, my new Boo crew. Your message has clearly been sent.
Oh,
why?
Come on.
Why? What did Kevin James do? There's no reason for this.
And Waluigi.
Hey, wait a second. Hey, wait a second.
Oh,
wait, Shiva had a chair. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
As Wario breaks it up.
Waluigi was a little wise for that.
Waluigi smartly breaking it up and an arm bar. 74 of the 1,004 holds of Chris Jericho executed right there.
Man, that was a close call. That was a close call for Waluigi.
Yeah, it was, at a sweeping DDT. But Kevin James really got to get that chair out of the ring.
Yeah.
As it is just sitting there, just waiting for someone to use it. But, of course, there are disqualifications and countouts in this matchup.
Yeah.
And, folks, stay tuned next week for the first ever episode of Battle City, hosted by Maximilian Pegasus. The tournament brackets are in the description for what he's hoping to do. And ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for after this main event. There is a special announcement, another groundbreaking announcement about the future of CIW and a brand new partnership that is coming out of the woodworks here. We are able to announce it later tonight, so stick around just after the main event to hear about all of the new action coming up in CIW. It is a very exciting time, especially because you know it as the ambassador of external affairs. It's exciting what we're going to be capable of doing going forward, and another German suplex.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited about all the new changes coming here to CIW. I'm interested to see what Battle City looks like.
Yeah, I'm interested too, because they want me on it, but I'm interested to see what Pegasus brings to the table. I'm still in control of hype. He's doing Battle City. Let's see what he's got. Why are you attacking Kevin James? And oh, wait a second. He's got the chair. He's got that steel chair. That's why. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Chair shot to Waluigi. And how about one for Luigi, too?
Oh, my God.
Come on.
Dude.
And going after Luigi. Oh, and now Luigi fighting back. Good.
Luigi's pissed.
Luigi's pissed. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. And now, wait a second. And now a back suplex. And I'm not sure, but it might have been that Luigi's head might have hit the corner. German from Waluigi.
Oh, what a German by Waluigi.
But boy, that took a lot out of him, JOSHAGEDDON.
Dude, he Germaned him up against the barricade.
Yeah, right now. But as this is now both men getting back into the ring, Shiva almost got involved.
Yeah, Shiva trying to make his presence felt.
Well, but both Luigi and Shiva also trying to, well, I was going to say trying to keep it on the level, even though Shiva brought the chair in, as Luigi's just been trying to defend himself from Wario attacking him.
Yeah, like literally, he's not even trying to get involved. This is just self-defense.
No, this literally is just self-defense from the tag team champions. And oh God, what a clothesline to Waluigi. Referee's count is up to 4 as Wario trying to catch his breath a little bit, but it cannot be helping. And oh, come on.
All right, leave him alone.
Wario had to get the last word.
Actually fighting.
He can't help but get the last word on everybody he faces. That was pre-Majin that he had that attitude.
Yeah, it's just made him worse.
It's just exacerbated it, and the attacks are that much more devastating. And now back to the action here. It's finally stabilized a little bit And oh, well, I take that back. As Waluigi
why?
Well,
why? Waluigi's not helping.
Well, because why did Wario do all the shit that he did? He's probably wanting Luigi to get a little bit of retribution on him. And I don't blame him.
And now right to the eyes of Luigi.
Well, and you know Waluigi is like, dude, what's going on? Like, he wants his buddy back. He doesn't want to see Wario like this. You know, even though he's the tag champion with Luigi, I'm sure he'd want it all. Where did Shiva come from?
Okay, Shiva, you need to relax, too.
Oh, God, and a belly-to-belly.
As Shiva just took out Luigi with an enziguri.
Yeah, he sure did. And now throwing Wario back into the ring. As Waluigi's starting to build up a little momentum here. And now a chop to the face. And a punch to the skull.
Punched him right in the M, right for good measure.
Yeah, he sure did. As I'm sure Waluigi wants to get to the bottom, maybe to even try to figure out how to fix whatever's going on with Wario, but it's not going to be solved like that.
Oh, those devastating clotheslines, man.
And now, oh God, and now just brutalizing Waluigi.
Right to that open wound.
Those clubbing right hands.
Damn.
God, this is brutal. Wario, stop! Enough!
Leave Kevin James alone, you dick.
There's no need. If you're so big and special and so big and heavy, oh no. Goldman Sachs onto the pavement.
Oh.
That is a coccyx shattering maneuver right there, ladies and gentlemen. As this is just spilled out to the outside, it's just gotten the brawls here as these four are now just going right after it.
Yeah, this is broken down in a hurry.
Yeah, now everybody just taking a minute just to gauge what's going on. Oh, God!
Whoa, what an uppercut!
That was an amazing uppercut from Shiva. Wario, top rope. Oh, no!
Oh, tried to go for a missile drop kick on Luigi.
Yeah, well, to be fair, that's not really Wario's strong suit. It's the top rope.
No, it's not.
But now this is degenerated even further than it was before. All four of these guys brutalizing each other on the outside. This is your main event of Saturday Night Hype. Wario versus Waluigi.
And others.
and friends.
And their friends.
As Waluigi, one half of the CIW Tag Team Champions. Of course, there's going to be a major tag team tournament going on in Battle City that can confirm that both Majin Wario and Majin Shiva will be included in. As we don't know when that tournament is going to be completely done. The whole schedule of that is coming in Pegasus's corner. I'm trying not to stay in it too much. And Shiva, what are you doing? And it looked like Shiva was looking for another chair, but I guess he couldn't find one. Good. Budget cuts, bitch.
Yeah, you're not going to find any Slim Jim tables under there,
and now
bitch.
Shiva complaining to the referee that there aren't more chairs under the ring. Sorry, dude. It's like we had to make some budget cuts and a golden elbow.
I think Kevin James literally just said budget cuts, bro. Sorry.
But Wario, he's starting to feel the effects of all of this barrage that Waluigi's had, but it may not matter.
Oh no.
The German suplex right in the center of the ring. And oh God, did he just headbutt Luigi? He just headbutted him out of the ring.
That was impressive.
That is too much. It might be impressive, but why?
Uncalled for, but impressive.
And oh God, no, not another golden elbow. Oh God. As Wario's gold mine.
Wound again.
And I bet there isn't even anything left of Wario's gold mine. I bet Majin took all of it.
Probably.
And oh God, now, but Waluigi, he's still fighting his damnedest here. And a punch to the head. Can Waluigi find a way to beat his Majin brethren?
But got
here in the main event, and another low blow. And and a kick to the gut. Oh, and a poke to the eye. And oh no, wait a second. What is this? Oh my God! Oh. Did you see the torque of that DDT? That was straight on. That might have compressed the entire spine of Waluigi. Waluigi might not be able to stand after that. The cover, 1, 2, 3. That was so nasty.
Oh, and he was busted open as well.
God, and Waluigi, we need to get some EMTs over there to look at Waluigi. His neck might be broken as a result of what Wario just executed. Is this a sign of things to come from the new Boo crew? This was Well, JOSHAGEDDON, I'm sure you're glad I invited you here, but thank you for coming to the first episode of Saturday Night Hype as we continue the new format going forward. And now stay tuned for this announcement regarding a new partnership with Past Gen Gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sentinel here to tell you about a brand new, exciting working partnership that Colonial Impact Wrestling is about to engage in over the next several months. We have been in talks with Jason Ryan of Past Gen Gaming, who has been bursting onto the scene about 5 years ago or so, doing CIW builds for Smackdown vs. Raw 2006, has a little bit of an E-Fed himself, and he reached out to us the other day because he liked what we do and we like what he does, and he wanted to build a working partnership. And you know, we've been around for a long time, and we love seeing community in the wrestling business. This is a business that is so cutthroat and so dog-eat-dog and tears each other down, but it's nice to see a fellow Smackdown vs. Raw lover doing what they do best and having a quite large amount of success for it. So we view this as an opportunity not only to expand our outreach and expand our growth and to get even bigger and better than what Colonial Impact Wrestling is, but also as this young channel has achieved a tremendous amount of success, it will be exciting to work with somebody who is so passionate about what we do as well as we are. And in a 4-2 vote, the CIW Council of 6 has approved this partnership. So starting in 2 weeks' time on the next episode of Saturday Night Hype, we are going to have a main event matchup of Past Gen Gaming, who is going to show you exactly what they're all about. We're going to have matches over there. They'll have matches over here. It is an exciting time to sink your teeth into CIW and Past Gen Gaming, and we look forward to you being there throughout this exciting new partnership.